right, y'all. This is CROCKTOBER. All right, not to be confused with October. No, it's CROCKTOBER. And so what we're doing in CROCKTOBER, it's another collaboration. We got Kettle Kitchen with Tony over at Kettle Kitchen. I'll have to get me a list of the rest of them, and I'll put them throughout this video and in the description as well with all the collaborators. But we want to thank Kettle Kitchen and the other one there. I can't think of the name of it right offhand, but I will get to it and thank them in just a minute. But what are we going to do? Well, CROCKTOBER consists of cooking something in a crock pot. This is a crock pot. If you don't know what a crock pot is, it's a pot. It's a heat right here. It's a pot right there. This pot lifts up and out like so. All right, and this right here is where the heat comes from. Surely to goodness, most of us know what a crock pot is, especially if we're homesteaders or we live out in the country. Anyhow, you can cook lots of stuff in a crock pot. You can make soups, chilies, and stuff like that. But our favorite thing here at Heavenly Hills Homestead is roast. We love a big old nice roast in the crock pot here. All right, so we got that. We got potatoes that's going to go in it. We got onions that's going to go in it. We've got celery that's going to go in it. All right, and lots of other things. You're going to need some seasoned salt, turmeric, garlic powder, onion powder, and some mustard, black pepper as well, and some meat tenderizer, okay? Get all those things. We're going to tell you exactly what to put in them. Most of it that we do is just to taste. We don't really, put an exact amount. We do a little bit, we taste it, we see what it's like, and we go with that, all right? Now, we will be making a gravy out of this as well. So we put this in. We don't trim the fat off of this. No. We don't trim the fat. All right, we keep the fat on. We let that cook and all that grease and everything floats to the top. We skim the grease off and we make a nice gravy that we put over our potatoes and our rolls. Yes, we're going to have fresh rolls with this. And we'll get to that in just a minute. But for now, I'm going to cut up 2 fresh celeries. All right, 2 onions. We got the potatoes already. You're going to need some carrots as well. Forgot about that. So those are good organic carrots. All right, and we're going to go from there. So let me get this ready, and we'll bring you back in just a minute. Hurdy. We're in here cooking. Uncle Cletus here. I'm Elmer's cousin, twice removed, married 6 times. If you can catch that. Yeah, I'm Cousin Cletus. We're just in here, hurdy. Cutting up some celery. Ooh, that celery. I tell you, I want you to listen to it. Listen to the crunch that it has. Oh, man. It tastes so good. It tastes so good, make your tongue smack your brains out. I'm telling you. Last time I had something that good, I had to go to the dentist. I had to set all these beautiful teeth. Because my tongue just knocked them flat out. We just in here doing some cooking. Ryan, he had to go do something. I figured I'd help him. got my apron on. You see what it says? Can you see that? Last chance cook-off. Oh yeah. I'm styling and profiling, like Ric Flair said. Yeah, like Ric Flair, styling and profiling. No, all the women love me. Teach you how to Dougie. Teach you how to Dougie. All the women love me. All the women love me. I'm telling you, I got it. I got it. Can't nobody handle this. Can't nobody handle all this. Too much man for them. I'm telling you, too much man for them. We're going to get on out of here and keep on cooking. See ya. Okay, guys, so going to start adding our stuff in here. Let's see where the meat tenderizer is. And I forgot that we needed chicken bouillon. Do we have chicken bouillon, honey? Or any kind of chicken juice?
Chicken broth.
Yeah, give me some chicken broth. I forgot one step, guys. We're getting ready to add. We've added the meat in here. We're going to add our seasonings here in a minute, but we have to add some chicken broth.
One or two?
Just one. So we're going to add a half a thing of chicken broth. You can use chicken broth or you can use chicken bouillon, whichever one you prefer. All right, now I'm going to add some all seasoning in here. And we just sprinkle it in till we think it's good. I would say roughly a teaspoon or tablespoon if I was to get a rough estimate of what we're using there. It's probably a tablespoon of all season, probably a quarter tablespoon of mustard, turmeric we go pretty heavy on, so it's probably half a teaspoon of turmeric, maybe 3/4 teaspoon. We like a lot of turmeric here. Turmeric's good for you if you're not using it. Now garlic powder, we go pretty good on that. That's a full tablespoon. And we don't really need the onion powder, but you can add a little bit. So probably like a quarter teaspoon. Then take a fork, stir it all in. A little bit of black pepper, probably a tablespoon. We like it a little bit more than others. Oregano, don't need a lot of that, probably about a half a teaspoon. Salt, probably about a half a teaspoon. And we're using kosher's coarse salt. All right, now we'll leave that for about 20 minutes. We'll put the lid on it, leave it for about 20 minutes, come back and we'll start adding our veggies. Okay guys, so it's been about 20 minutes. So we're gonna pull this off, we'll start adding our stuff here. So we have our onions, and all we did was just slice them like this. All right, so we just put them in there. They taste really good like that. And this gives the broth and the gravy later on, all this stuff, gives it a real good flavor. So whenever we go to skim the fat off of this broth here, or whatever you want to call this, it's gonna make a fabulous gravy. that we really, really enjoy. Just add the celery in. And sometimes, depending on how big the roast is, you kind of have to do this in stages. Kind of gotta let things cook down for 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes, and then go back and add more to it. So right now we're gonna add the potatoes now. We'll leave the carrots for a little bit later. We'll add as many potatoes as we can in here. Let them do their thing. And you guys can use bigger potatoes if you want. You don't have to use these kind right here. You can use bigger ones. But just remember, the bigger you get and use, the more difficult it is to put it into the pot. So there's that. Right there, make sure they're all covered. All right, put the lid back on. And we'll add the carrots in just a few minutes. And next step, we're gonna get the rolls going. So be back in a second. All right, guys, so I'm gonna do these real quick. Take and grease your pan. If you got lard, use lard. We're out of lard right now, sadly. So use lard if you got it. If not, use whatever you can get. Grease the pan up real good. All along high on the sides and up on the bottom. Really good. All right, now, done that. Thank you, Vanna. Get back on there. All right, so now add the rolls. You just got to put the cover on it. We'll find the cover in a minute. We'll cover them up, and like I say, these will raise, but you want to make sure you cover them. Cover them up. Let them do their thing for a couple hours. They'll be ready to go. All right, y'all. Get you a ladle. Easily dip it in. Skim all that grease off there. Put it in your frying pan. Do it till you get all that grease off the top of that, all right? We're fixing to make gravy. We're just going to skim it. Just like that. All that grease on top. All right, y'all. We'll add in some milk. I usually put about half of what is in there with milk. So if there's 2 cups in there, I put a cup of milk. Start to stir it for a little bit, using a whisker. Stir it. All I'm doing is what little bit of water was in this and the water that's in this, I'm trying to boil it off, basically, is what I'm doing. I want the fat and a little bit of liquid. I don't mean all the water gone, but a little bit of liquid. Yeah, a little bit of water, but the majority of the water I want gone. That's why I do this. So, in case you're wondering why I wait so long, that's why I wait. Because I want it to boil off some of that water. You can see some of the separation already in the pot here of the liquid, the cream, and the oil. I'm going to butter them, real butter. We don't use the fake stuff here. Real salted or real unsalted butter is what we use. Look at them, beautiful, beautiful rolls. A lot of times I'll make biscuits with this, but today I took the easy route and got biscuits, or rolls. Yep. Good old unsalted butter this one is. We have both. We don't use it margarine or Betty Crocker. Yeah, I can't believe it's not butter. Hopefully we'll be able to make our own soon. Most of the time we go and we get it from Amish up the road here. They got really good butter. But sometimes they're out. When you go to get it, they've sold out. Alright, so grab your bag. Put just a little bit in there. And start to stir vigorously. Turn your heat down to about a 5. So bon appetite, y'all. Looks so good, tastes so good, makes your tongue smack your brains out. I'm telling y'all, you'll love it. Your kids will love it. Your mom and them will love it. Everybody will love it. Okay, guys, so again, we would like to thank Kettle Kitchen and Jeni over at JENI'S Scratch Made Kitchen. I don't want to pronounce your last name because I don't want to butcher it. So, but seriously, y'all, thank you guys so much for putting on CROCKTOBER. It has been an absolute blast, all right? We have loved every minute of it, just like we love doing all the rest of them. So, stay tuned, each and every one of you, for next month's episode of collaboration, whatever you want to call it, here in the kitchen with us, Cook with the Cooks, as my son says. He wants to start a channel called Cook with the Cooks. If you think that's going to be a good idea, comment down below. But anyhow, like I was saying, next month we got another one, and I can't remember what it's called. What is it called? Oh, I know what it's called. Noodle November. So guys, stay tuned. Next month's collaboration called Noodle November. We got a good one. Probably going to be back in the crock pot again. But who knows what we'll be doing at that point in time. Anyhow, guys, as always, we have a ton of videos down below. We got lots of shorts, lots of gardening videos, how-to videos, giant pumpkin growing, giant growing in general, all kinds of stuff. Would love to have each and every one of you subscribe to the channel, hit that post notification bell so you never miss an episode, and like, share, and comment. Please, please, please. It helps us overcome all the, the little bots in there and stuff. And it helps us get noticed some more. And we would definitely love to get noticed more. So, we appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time right here in the Hollers and Hills of West Virginia. See y'all.
Don't forget to smash that like button. That notification bell. Don't get the
Good job. Here you go. Thank you.
Don't get the
Don't forget to share. Yep. There you go. Good job. And subscribe.
subscribe.